don't remember the name of the movie. Was it Animal World? Yeah. Okay, let's get a writing board. I know it's backwards. I'm gonna flip that around in a little while so that I can show you some stuff. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Any of you got wines? Go down and get you some of this. Unless you live in Tennessee, Idaho, Arkansas, or Louisiana, you can get the real deal. Ivermectin and fembendazole. Y'all is the lucky ones right now. Also, we got this. I know you can't read it because it's backwards. Bragg vinegar. It's the good stuff. Get it at Walmart. Okay, I need my writing board. 1 second. Okie dokie. So how y'all doing? Is you doing good? Is you doing good? Okay. So am I going to use this one to monitor, or am I going to monitor on this one? Let me monitor. I changed the settings on the TV so that it's not turning off all the time. But let me go in here and monitor myself there. Then I'll turn you around so that you can see the TV. Okay, so yeah, all you can see is me right now. So you know what's going on right now is what's going on worldwide. And what was that just made a, whatchamacallit? I sent a message today that, not a message, a comment. I sent a comment and I said, yeah, the facade, because that's what it is. It's a facade. I said the facade is being exposed. So let me just check this right here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, looks like the signal's coming through loud and clear. Okay, so and good. I got the volume turned down. That's good, and I can see the comments. That's pretty cool. So I can turn this one around now. Let's go ahead and turn this one around. Now I can show you things. Okay. First thing I'll show you is this bottle of vinegar. How about that? Trying to look for the ingredients. Ingredients. organic apple cider and water. Organic apple cider vinegar and water. So, you know that's got to be good. And there's the brand. You get this down at Walmart. Go down and grab yourself some. It's pretty damn good. With the mother. Unpasteurized, organic, raw, and unfiltered. ¿Qué más quiere uno, pues? Y mira, ¿qué tal? The good stuff. Okay, now let me show you something else. I haven't started in on that one. Let me show you this. Da da da. This is a DVD. It's called The Weather Underground. And you can actually watch it for free on YouTube, just letting you know. But if you want to watch it on DVD, you know, it's higher quality. You can probably find the DVD on eBay, but you should be able to find it on Amazon for sure. And the people who made it are Bill Siegel and Sam Green. This is The Weather Underground. I wouldn't be surprised if they take it off the market pretty soon. Just like they did. Let me turn this back around so you can see me. Just like they did The Murder of Fred Hampton and Mad as Hell by Aaron Russo. They took these two documentaries off the market. If you don't believe me, go on Amazon right now and look for them. Okay? They'll probably do the same thing to that one. So, I didn't write anything down. I know what the subject was. The subject is this facade. There's a facade that's going on, and the only way we're gonna ever get anywhere is if we snap the people out of Stupidsville. So, I contend, I suggest that the people go in and read some of the comments that are on Chris Norland YouTube channel. Okay? And particularly the one he just made. Okay? Because he's talking about what went on and what's going on. And this particular one is important because he makes dozens and dozens and dozens of videos. Okay, so it's this one that I'm talking about. He just made it. Let me see. Let me pull it up real quick. It's about Donald going over to Korea. Is it South Korea? Yeah, I guess they met in South Korea. It's been 6 years since they've met each other face to face. Okay, Xi Jinping and Donald. And so there's a lot there. Okay, he shows you clips, video. So let me try to find it. Okay, so that you'll know what I'm talking about. Because it's only certain things that people, you can tell they're actually using their critical thinking skills. they're not completely in Dumblesville, not Dumblesville, but a mainstream media induced zombie trance, hypnotic zombie trance. Okay? And so I just clicked onto my channel, but it's completely blank. What the hell's going on? That's crazy. Okay, sometimes you have to go out and then come back in. It says live stream is ended on this one, so I don't know what the hell that's about. Okay. So let me find this video. It's Chris Norland. Okay. What's her name is doing a video. I talked about her the other day. She's probably not very happy. Right? But who knows? If you want to check her out, her name is Veronica Olson. I've been commenting on her live streams. Veronica spelt with a K. Okay, and so let me go in here, and I'm looking for, just a second, I want to show you this. It's on YouTube, and let me see if it pops up there just by chance. No, it's not going to pop up there. Oh yeah, it is. Here he is. No, that's ABC News. Okay, David Pac-Man show, I don't watch that. Electric Viking. Okay, Electric Viking comments in there sometimes are pretty good too. But I'm talking about this particular one because it rings a bell. Okay? And so let me just type it in because he's not showing up. So they're probably kind of shadow banning his channel. Okay. So I have to type it in because it's not coming up on the algorithm where really it should be. It should be. They're showing everybody else under the sun that's talking about it. The subject, right? Xi Jinping meeting Donald. All the other channels are being thrown up here. Everyone under the sun, but they're not putting Chris Norland's channel up here. So I got to type it in. Okay. And by the way, Donald is not a fan of this channel. I can almost assure you of that. Okay, it's Chris Norland. Okay. It says at real Chris, one word, but let me pull up the channel here. Okay, so you can see it. Okay, that's his channel. Can you see the bit of a delay? Like when I hold it up to the phone right here, it takes just a minute, and I can see that. Okay, it is that's his channel, Chris Norland. Okay, and so this is the one that I watched. So this is the video I'm talking about. If you want to go in and read the comments and leave a comment too if you want. Let me see. I hope it okay, yeah, I can see that it's focusing on here. So that's the guy's channel right there. Chris Norland. Okay? And this particular video that I'm talking about, it's titled China, Xi Destroys Trump at APEC Korea Meeting. Okay? So you can go in there and then you can watch the video first. That'd be a good idea. Watch the, oh, hello, Rav. I've seen you in here before. Hello, John. I've probably seen you in here before, but John's a pretty common name, a very common name. And so yeah, go in there and read the comments off this page, and you'll see that the people are actually thinking, okay, in the comments. These people who are getting it, seeing the bigger picture, seeing through the snapping out of the mainstream media induced hypnotic zombie trance. Okay, so the things that he talked about on the video are that basically that Donald is acting like a kindergartner, and he's like, this is my new friend. We're real good friends. We like each other, and patting him on the back and stuff. And Xi Jinping is just like, right? And so psychologically, analyzing it psychologically, just off of first impressions, you can see that when Xi Jinping walked up to him, it was like there was a force field, right, of just bad energy, just poof. You could see it, right? Some people are sensitive to these energies. Okay, so the people are starting to find out. People from all different walks of life, millionaires, billionaires, people on food stamps, the working class, whatever. They're all getting on the same page. You can go into the comments on this video and you'll see. And so you see the other people that he shows in the video. Everybody else is like, let's get it on, right? We got this technology, we got products to sell, we got all these things that everybody wants. Let's get it on, right? And you have these individuals who are basically the bitter hearts. Like that song says, don't you worry what the bitter hearts are gonna say. I don't know who sings it. But so you have all these different people saying, we're ready to do this thing. But you have this one person he likes. No, it's not good enough that the whole world, let's not make the world great again. It's like, I want to be the best, like Lucifer, right? Wants to dominate and be the authoritarian to tell people what to do. Just like that lady who was in there. She talked to these people like freaking dogs. You watch it and you'll see. You'll see she talked to them just like dogs. And because she's not a chick, she's a dude on the inside. Right? There's different genders. There's not just two genders. If you don't believe me, read the book by Arundhati Roy, Susanna Arundhati Roy. She's an Indian from India. Okay, and she wrote a book. I forgot what the name of it is, but it's Susanna Arundhati Roy. And I don't even know how to spell the last name. But she presented an excellent speech, okay, in South America. The dude introduced her in a different language, in Spanish, right? But she presented a speech in English over in South America. It was a wonderful speech. It was charged with the Spirit. She was a medium. The Spirit spoke through her on that speech. I think I'll look it up again and post it to my Facebook. But anyhow, so you have all these people, and they were like, ready to do all this stuff. You have the whole world ready to move on, right? To sell their goods, use all this different technology. And the United States is acting like a freaking everybody else on planet Earth is getting these high-tech vehicles from China. Inexpensive, top-of-the-line vehicles, but they're not allowed in the United States. They're even allowed in Mexico is getting them. The standards, the ratings on them, the quality is higher than the cars coming from the United States. They have no excuse. The only excuse they use is that they want to be number one, right? And they're not going to be number one because they're bringing all these people over here, billions of people, migrants. They're bringing migrants, legal migrants. They're bringing in all these different companies. Well, what do you think is going to come with the companies? The people. And there's billions of them. If you study sociology, you already know it was a done deal 25, 30 years ago. And they said you can't stop it now. And you can see all these other people are like, they don't have this attitude of, being like the bully. They come up and you can tell it's genuine, right? You can tell when if people are getting along. And this was just garbage. It's a freaking joke, right? When they show them at the table, you can't be a human and say, hey, well, what's going on, right? Then when they're not sitting there at the same table, they're freaking dogging. They're dogging the other people, saying, oh, they're ripping us off and they're freaking thieves, man. They're ripping us off and all this stuff. And now you're saying, oh, yeah, we're good friends. And the people can't see that. That's BS. And instead of saying like, well, what kind of a deal can we do, so that we can start getting some of those Chinese electric vehicles that everybody else on planet Earth is getting, right? Australia, New Zealand was there, and some other people from around the world. They were all meeting, all different high level people from all around the world are meeting in Korea because they don't have people freaking kids walking into McDonald's and blowing everybody, right? And so it's all on that video and you can see it. And so that's one thing that I noticed about it. And So, I'll have to write down some more stuff. I didn't write down anything. And so, yeah, you can see them walk in there. The guy from New Zealand, you can see him walk in, and they give him, a handshake or whatever. Did you see them? Did you see Donald shake Xi Jinping's hand? And so I think what's going on is there any people in here? I think what's going on is we got some issues going on with, well, really, what it comes down to is there's good people and there's bad people. Okay? And you can see that there's a change in people because of the free flow of information. And through these vertical live feeds on YouTube. And that's why the Constitution, the First Amendment, is freedom of speech. Okay? And so you can see that the people are starting to understand really what's going on. But there are so many people that don't. This is only a few people that are on these, starting to comment on these channels. Okay? Very, very few people. But that's better than nothing, because when the Boston Tea Party happened, only 2% of the people were privy of what was going on. And that was enough to turn the whole thing around at the Boston Tea Party. Okay? So, for more people to snap out of this boob tube zombie trance, they're going to have to be pulled out of Dumbosville. Okay? And for that, I suggested, the government giving low-income people on welfare, people get food stamps, people on government assistance, give them, free membership to Amazon Prime so they can start listening to audiobooks. And I think that if they listen to Kevin Trudeau's audiobook and read a book by Ward Churchill. I was looking for the book the other night, and it's like there's 3 different covers. None of them were very good. It was low quality. Okay? I think someone should take that book, Agents of Repression by Ward Churchill. It tells you how these devils in the secret intelligence agencies do all this freaking bullcrap that's going on. And I've told you about my theory, how I base all that's happened, the reason why I think that they are who they are. I base that all out of the Holy Scriptures, the Quran, the book of the heights in the Holy Quran. Now, in China, there's a lot of people in China who don't believe in God. Okay. This is atheist. And so that's something that we need to address. And we can with the free flow of information, like I'm doing now. And someone needs to take that book, Agents of Repression by Ward Churchill, and put it on a different format. Okay? A format that is easier to read and easier to read. You know, the short, small books are difficult to read. You want a regular sized book. Okay? I'll show you what a regular sized book looks like later. But someone needs to reformat that book and blast it out to the people. Because until the people get out of freaking Dumblesville and get snapped out of this mainstream media induced hypnotic zombie trance, we're not going to make as much progress as we should be. And that book is very important because it shows you that these bozos, it's like taking candy from a baby. They get away with anything. And the people are so dumb, it's like taking candy from a baby. It's so unbelievable. But it's documented. It's all freaking documented in that book. The crap that they've done to these different groups who are fighting against injustice, corrupt, freaking devils. Okay? And so, you know, we're trying to get to a better world where there's not so much crap going on. And, you know, you hear Donald when he was on the airplane, and he says, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're making more, you know, the corporations are making more money right now. We're making 17 trillion. That's a world record. The United States is the best, right? We're going to really be rocking and rolling, right? All the companies they're coming back to the United States. Yeah, because there's billions of them. And who do you think they're going to bring over here to run them? Not these dudes down here who don't even know how to use freaking the metric system. That's why everything comes out like crap. Everybody around on planet Earth uses the metric system except these dumbos. So there's billions of them coming. And so, you know, so we're trying to build a better place, but he goes, yeah, we're doing real good. We're doing real good. Look at the freaking homeless people. How can you say we're doing real good? They're freaking out there. They're freaking, it's a freaking mess. Look at the place. And right here in Fresno alone, there's 4,000 homeless people in Fresno alone. How many people are in the billionaire's hometown? You have these guys, oh, we need to do this, we need to do this. How many freaking homeless people are in your hometown, in your county? Thousands of them. Multi-billionaires, and there's freaking thousands of homeless people living out in their practically their front porch. And so you know, we were trying to, you know, make it a better place. What's happened is the evil ones have pretended to be the good ones. They've reached high places in government, high places in business, all these high places, pretending to be the good ones. It's so freaking corrupt. It'll make your head spin. And this is why they're trying to get rid of freedom of speech. Okay? And prime example of people who they're trying to shut up is David Icke. Even though I suspect he's actually one of them who've defected, right? Not completely defected. He's also doing it to, I can't say too much because that could be considered defamation, okay? So I'll leave it at that. Do your own research. Prime example of them trying to shut people up, take away their First Amendment right. Prime example is David Icke. Also, Kevin Trudeau, they threw him in prison for 10 years, okay? But right now, the prime example, also Alex Jones, are trying to sue him for over $1 billion for speaking his mind, okay? But a prime example is David Icke. Banned from 30 European countries because they don't want him telling their people, their citizens, about the extraterrestrials. Okay? And also banned here in the United States off the social media, YouTube and Facebook. Banned. They took away his freedom of speech under some bogus freaking bullcrap. Bogus to the hilt. And the people won't stand up against this injustice because they're either just too selfish or too freaking dumb. Under a media-induced, mainstream media, or media-induced hypnotic zombie trance. Okay? So, so the people need to be educated. Aaron Russo already was telling you this, what I'm telling you right now. Aaron Russo was already telling you. He made a video about it. He made a documentary, and guess what they did? They pulled it off the market just a few years ago. I just barely caught on to it, that they had pulled it off the market. It's Mad as Hell by Aaron Russo. There's also another movie they made, which I think they made this movie as a decoy to throw you off the trail of Mad as Hell by Aaron Russo. Okay? And so it was all there in the video. Aaron Russo already said everything. He said the answer is we already have the answer. It's the Constitution. Why do you think they're trying to get rid of it? They don't even pay attention to it. People don't go to go in front of a jury of 12 people. If they want to throw you in prison, they do. There's a whole thing. The whole freaking justice system has been infiltrated, taken over by the evil ones. You want to know who the evil ones are? They're not letting him tell you who the evil ones are. It's in his book, The Biggest Secret by David Icke. The whole justice system is garbage. You know, when you have people around here, just the other day, some people took a lady out and murdered her. Okay? Those kind of people need to be put in front of a firing squad instead of wasting all these 20 years of taxpayers' monies on them. It's millions and millions of dollars. It's a big freaking scam. And it's the people aren't going to find out about it, what's going on, and start, turning things around until you snap them out of their boob tube zombie trance, out of their stupidity, their dumbness, and educate them. Namely, number one, by watching this video by Aaron Russo, who's saying the same damn thing I'm saying right now. He told you this 20 years ago, 25 years ago, on the documentary Mad as Hell by Aaron Russo. This ain't nothing new that I'm saying. David Icke is saying the same damn thing in his book, The Biggest Secret by David Icke. Okay, so we have, a lot of people over in China, and there's billions of people in China, okay? Almost 1.5 billion. There's another 1.5 billion in India, okay? There's billions of people around the world. And there's actually 18 people from around the world to each one of us, okay? And this thing about religion needs to be addressed. I don't remember all the ins and outs that I was going to talk about, but basically we need to get on the same page, because this facade that has been created over time is being exposed. You can see it in the comments, and it's not just the poor people. It's people from all different walks of life, because of the free flow of information. People are starting to communicate with each other and get on the same page, and finding out who the real freaking culprit is. Okay? So, I didn't write it down. There's a lot more to it. Okay? But I didn't write anything down. And so I'll finish doing more research on it and get back to you. But also on the electric Viking, there's people starting to catch on there too. Because people they're cleaning up the planet now, and they're cleaning up the planet, and they're getting rid of all this poison stuff. And also, not only the free flow of information here on YouTube, okay, that's letting us all get on the same page now. There may have been, misunderstandings. And not only is the free flow of information here on YouTube, but also what's going on Facebook. The things that they're exposing now on Facebook just came from out of left field, right? I don't know if that's AI that's doing it or whatever, but the stuff that they're telling you now on Facebook, I mean, they're telling you everything now, what's going on. All this stuff they were hiding it, and technology, all this information coming to light. It's just that one of the big problems is that people need to be educated to these materials that they are systematically hiding from them. namely Kevin Trudeau, David Icke, Agents of Repression by Ward Churchill. And that'll show you what's going on. And I gave you the example before, how the two head honchos over in South Dakota or North Dakota or Montana, Wyoming, somewhere up there, where they were having the indigenous Native Americans were at war with the government, right? And well, just like any other group, you have your Judases in this group. And in this particular group, they called them, they, referred to them as goons. It's your own people snitching off on your own people to the government, to the evil one. Lucifer and the fallen angels. And you'll see how these government officials in these secret intelligence agencies took a 15-year-old girl out. It's in the book. You can read it. It's documented. It's absolute proof. It went to court. And nothing happened to them. They didn't even get a slap on the wrist. They do whatever the hell they want because the people are so damn dumb to the tricks that they use, namely mainstream media and media in general, what they're watching on TV. That's how they get away with it. And you'll see, if you read this book, Agents of Repression by Ward Churchill, how they took a 15-year-old girl out, did the unthinkable to her. Two dudes got her, and they offed her, and didn't even get a slap on the wrist. This is the Attorney General of the state, and the Attorney General or the Chief of Police or the mayor or whatever, head high honchos. Okay? Gives you their names, first and last names, the people involved, the girl that it happened to. This is the stuff they get away with, and this is why they've been hiding it. Okay? The book is called Agents of Repression by Ward Churchill. This is all the nasty stuff they did to all these leaders in the different groups who were standing up against injustice, like the war that was going on. And these freaking leaders, these bozos in government, were sitting here cracking up, laughing. So tell me they're not Lucifer and the fallen angels. When all these atrocities were going on, when they were over there pouring freaking hot oil on kids, they were sitting here cracking up, laughing. And you can go back and you can watch videos of them. You can see them in there cracking up, laughing, because the people are so dumb. So who are these devils? They're in the book, The Biggest Secret by David Icke. That's why they're banned. They banned him. They don't want you to read this book. Okay? So that's all I've got for right now. And I got a whole bunch of comments there. Thanks. All right. So, talk to you later.